In this video, I will be discussing how to create line graphs off your duration data. If your duration data is basic, you do not need the spaces that I have here, and you would simply select your X and Y axis and insert a line graph with markers. You would delete the legend in the bottom line, and then your lines here would be connected, and the formatting I will get into later. In this example, an experimenter is observing the disruptive behavior duration data of a client for 1 hour on 3 different days. Each day, the hour is split into 4 15-minute sessions. I created a leftmost column to input the 3 different days. Day 1 is in the same row as session 1. Day 2 and 3, however, have a space in the x-axis, which will come in handy later for creating the day shift lines. On the rightmost hand side, I created another column for day shift. The information in day shift will line up with your far left column on day 1, 2, and 3, and then there will be another one at the very end of day 3 to mark the end of your data. The numbers you put in day shift should be your maximum for your y-axis, so because 78 was the highest number in your y-axis, 100 is a good number to mark as the top of your graph. Once your data table is created, select all your information and insert a line graph with markers. Now that your line graph is created, delete the legend and the session lines. You will now see 3 different groups of line data that come from your 3 different days, as well as 4 data markers from your day shift column. To correctly format your x-axis, right-click the graph and go to Select Data. Locate the option for the horizontal category axis labels. Now you want to highlight your day as well as session data and press Enter. After pressing OK, you should see that your horizontal axis now has it separated by days as well as the 4 sessions within each day. Next, go back to Select Data, and now we need to connect your different data points. Look for the area that says Hidden and Empty Cells, and instead of gaps, select Connect Data Lines. Now that your data points are connected, you need to create the day shift lines. Select your chart, go to Chart Design and add Chart Element. Go to Error Bars and then go to More Error Bars option. Select your day shift column and press OK. Making sure your error bars are selected, go to the right hand side of the screen and select minus for direction and no cap for end style. On the fixed value option, change it to the data value you input for the day shift column, which is simply the maximum y-axis for your graph. You can now see that the error bars you input separate the 3 different days. Now double-click the y-axis. Under the Format Axis option, select the graph icon. Select Axis Options, and under Maximum, change that to the same value as your day shift, which is 100. Now we must change the color of your line data in order to meet APA format. Once it is selected, you will see a Format Data series on the right hand side of the screen. Select the paint can and under Line, change the color to black. Next, go back up to the top and select Marker. Change the fill to a solid fill and make sure it changed to black. Next, go to the border and change that color to black. In accordance with APA format, everything in your graph is black and white. Next, we must create the horizontal and vertical axis titles. Select your graph, go into Chart Design, and go to Insert Chart Element, and under Axis Titles, insert Horizontal and Vertical Axis Title. Also in accordance with APA format, you need to remove the grid lines. This is done by under Chart Elements, going to Grid Lines, and removing all the grid lines that are selected. Now label your X and Y axes as well as the title of your overall chart in accordance to what duration data you're doing. For this example, it would be sessions and then the duration in seconds, and the title would be disruptive behavior duration in seconds. I usually make the horizontal and vertical axes title size 18 and the title itself size 24 font. We have now successfully created an APA formatted graph tracking a client's duration of disruptive behavior for 12 15-minute sessions spanning 3 separate days. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.